Hey there, all you awesome impactors. It's Kelly here with day 16. That's chapter 16 of our reading through the book of John. And I know we've said it on every video, but this one does not disappoint. It's full of Jesus just warning the disciples, encouraging them of the things that are to come. It's a great chapter, and I know you'll love reading it. But I just kind of want to hone in on the very last verse. It's John chapter 16, verse 33. And Jesus says, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Let that sink in for a minute. Take heart. Jesus has overcome the world. One version, the Amplified Bible, says, take heart, be courageous, be confident, be filled with joy, because Jesus has overcome the world. Man, I want to live life like that. I do. Every sickness, every fear, every circumstance overcome already. What a way to live life. But if I'm being honest, sometimes I don't live like that. Too many times I let the care of this world just creep in and steal that victory overcomer mindset. But I don't always look at a trial with the he's already overcome mentality. I let that doubt creep in, and I wonder if things are really going to be okay. Have you ever been there? This makes me think of our son Jude learning to ride a bike. Jude is a healthy, thriving 7-year-old boy, but a couple of years ago, we had to go through serial casting on his legs. He had always been a toe walker, and his tendons and muscles were very, very tight, and because of that, his femurs and his knees were rolling in, and it was causing him pain, and he physically could not stand flat. And so we had to go through casting and physical therapy, and he still wears AFO leg braces right now, just working on getting healed from that. But one thing that was a struggle for him was learning to ride a bike. His muscles hadn't formed properly, he fatigued easily, and so the doctor said, it could take him a few extra years to learn to ride a bike. Well, at the time he was 6, and man, he wanted to ride that bike like a big kid without training wheels because his big cousin Jaden could ride a bike without training wheels. And so for months he tried. He even had my husband take the training wheels off of his bike because he was so determined that he was going to do it. There were nights that I'd watch him fall off of it and get so discouraged, and he'd just throw the bike in the garage and say, I quit. I'm sure we've all been there, that I quit. I can't do this anymore. I can't take one more step. I can't try one more time. But it didn't stop him. He didn't quit. He got back on the bike and he tried every night. And just 3 months later, he took off. He had figured it out. He had overcame, and he didn't just learn to ride that bike. He became a speed racer doing ramps and tricks and all these fancy bike things. So I think sometimes we need to approach life and the circumstances we face a little bit more like Jude. Not focused on what the world says about it, not focused on the hard part, but focused on the fact that the overcomer lives on the inside of us. Jesus Christ, the one who died on the cross, rose from the grave, conquered death. He lives on the inside of us, the overcomer, and we have that power to overcome. So don't quit. Don't stop. Don't give up. Get back on that bike. Keep pedaling. One of these days you're going to take off. I hope this encourages you, and I hope you have an awesome day.